The Privileges Committee in the UK Parliament, which is going through the British version of impeachment against the Boris Johnson, continue their plot and continue their bias. The whole thing has now turned into a kangaroo court. So, Privileges Committee, they are still going on with their process. It's been going on for ages now. All this is, by the way, this internal parliamentary court inquiry is about Boris Johnson having a cake, which he actually didn't actually have the cake. He stood next to the cake, took a picture, and went back to work. Poor guy didn't actually have. He had his cake, but he didn't eat it. So I'm not even a defender of Boris because it wasn't just about that picture. It was about his regime encouraging rule breaking from all the staff in Number 10 Downing Street. But there's a bit of a bias with this Privileges Committee that's going to impeach Boris Johnson as a member of Parliament. They are so scared of the return of Boris that they want to basically impeach him, essentially, so that he can't run for leadership, so they could get rid of him, to kick him out of Parliament. Now, it's led by Harriet Harman, Labour MP, and she always hated Boris. We already made videos about this. The members of this committee, they are already biased against Boris Johnson anyway, so this is not really a fair court. It's a kangaroo court. And now that we found out that they are bullying the witnesses. Oh my god, this is actually embarrassing. This is the mother of all parliaments. The House of Parliament, mother of all parliaments. This is what we're dealing with. It's not the first time something like this has happened when it comes to these inquiries, these committees. Do you remember in 2003 when Iraq happened, Blair happened, Alistair Campbell happened, and David Kelly happened? David Kelly somehow ended up taking his own life. By the way, when I say taking his own life, allegedly taking his own life, he was found dead. He committed, so you know what happened, but we don't know what happened. But because similar thing happened, kangaroo courts, there was a pressure, harassment, and he was a witness, and somehow he disappeared. I'm not claiming that's what's going to happen to Boris, by the way. I'm just talking about the precedent when it comes to the establishment doing dodgy stuff. It's not the first time. And this is on a much lower level, of course, when it comes to Boris's Partygate. But it is about the witnesses who are being harassed. By the way, let's be balanced. They are doing that. But part of this news story that we're talking about, some of these witnesses are civil servants who they've been questioned over what happened, and apparently the questioners they're very, very robust. So they are harassing them. What they've decided to do for the civil servants, they've created hotlines and mental health hotlines and therapy sessions, because I don't know how robust these questions are, these sessions. I know they are basically harassing them, of course. That's what we know about the witnesses. But some of these civil servants, clearly they must be snowflakey enough that after the questioning, they have to go to a therapist. I mean, I know I shouldn't laugh, because of course some of them, there will be times where you actually genuinely need a session, a therapy session. But all of them? The vast majority of the witnesses who are civil servants, they all need a therapy session? I mean, really? Seriously? I don't know. Maybe I'm being mean. Maybe I'm just being heartless and ruthless. But I don't really think that you all can be that sensitive. I don't know. Well, I'm going to get cancelled over this. Thank you so much for all the support. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.